We are almost started. Joshy D went
Awesome.
is back live streaming.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final match of Group B in the SHI Summertime Hot Invitational Tournament featuring Panic Restaurant. Currently the standings are Buzz Thunder 3-0, Link 7's 1-1, Joshy D 0-2, and Choke Me I Like It 1-2. So if Josh wins this, there will be a 3-man play-in race for that winner's slot,
Goodness.
and that would be exciting.
That would be really exciting. Looks like Joshy D is joined up. Oh, and he rebooted his game. There's the menu screen again. I thought Link was sending me audio, but then I remembered that this title screen is silent,
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
so we're gonna find out real soon.
Yeah, I hope you weren't taking my audio on that race, because I know I tend to shout curse words randomly.
No, I already learned that lesson. And then I think it was Dig Shake taught me another lesson. And Larry
Yeah.
lets me know that's not what he wants, so
Yeah.
I just play the NSF file in Winamp really quiet while people are racing.
Yep, that's one way to avoid it.
Unless they say that they're gonna give me audio. I hope everybody knows what that means when they say it.
Yeah. Yeah, usually I do that, but I don't know. I didn't do it today. I didn't even expect there to be a restream, so I was just kind of like ready to go and didn't change anything.
Yeah, that was the first time I restreamed ever. BGT was with me through 3 races back to back, and that was the third one. And somebody else handled asking who was going to supply audio for me each time before that, and then I didn't realize how important that step was. So it's been a learning process. Oh, here we go. They have started the countdown. And any second now, the restream will stream re. And there we go. Alright, yep, you got Link 77's audio.
Alright, outside on the street corner. I looked at the skyline here. I never really noticed it before. I kind of didn't know what city that they're in. It's kind of hard to tell from the decor and everything.
It's a little too clean to be New York.
Yeah, I mean, but is that the Empire State Building there in the background?
I have no idea. I mean, maybe the Chrysler Building?
Yeah. So it could be New York. It's hard to say, but both of them working their way into the restaurant. It has to be in America. Well, it doesn't have to be, but it seems like it is because the menu's in English. I guess it could be London. I don't know.
I have been wondering about the PAL release and if it has less in-game lag because the refresh rate is slower. Just a thought I had. Joshy D playing the slots again. Maybe we'll get some more minigame action.
Let's see, after, yeah, from what I saw with him last time, yeah, I'm definitely interested to, or, you know, it's not a bad idea for him to do that. And I really want to see if Link's been working on this game or improved or not, because it's very highly likely that Link is going to face Coach Crab in the elimination winners bracket. And I don't even know who I'm going to face. It doesn't really matter, honestly. I shouldn't talk like that.
You're unfazed.
Well, I mean, I know that it's not coach, so that's kind of a relief.
Is there, like,
Probably BGT.
is there any chance the winners of the 2 brackets will be heading off to a one-on-one there?
Yeah, I mean, it's not part of the tournament format, but I think there might be some sort of outcry from the unwashed masses. If I'm gonna steal I'm gonna steal one of Larry's terminology. I was always thinking that. I was like, yeah, we should have an ultimate winner and then an ultimate loser.
Yeah.
You know, with
Penultimate.
yeah, exactly. With even larger consequences.
Worse than having to play a horrible random game for an hour.
Yeah, it should be like you're gonna have to do that anyways because you're the loser. But then if you lose the ultimate loser, there's something else. Maybe a game of the ultimate losers choosing for another hour. I don't know.
Plus, they have to wear socks filled with mayonnaise the whole time.
Something like that. Shave your head on stream.
Oh, that would not be worth it to me. I'd just bail from the league. Oh, Joshy D taking a death on stage 2 in the Patio Burger Courtyard.
And Link having a very smooth, solid run so far.
He's making some good time.
It's hard to tell right now. There's certain points where I kind of know where you should be. Like I think coming out of this stage you should be at 6 minutes if you're gonna have like a really good pace.
Sounds about right.
I don't know. It makes sense when I'm running, but looking from the outside in, I don't really remember.
I also noticed that the world record runners get that hat just because the higher path, well, the lower path has the treadmill going in the opposite direction. I think that's why they do it.
I don't know why they do it. I think it's just like showing off because there's a good margin to get to the. You're gonna have to wait for that pot lid to go up anyways.
Yeah.
So you have that little extra time. But I don't know why they take that risk. Again, it might just be practicing jumping on the better frame. And Link takes damage there, loses his spoon.
That room is
usually you're safe here because that pot stays down, the lid. But he just missed it, so he was a little slow coming in.
Yeah, as long as you have clean kills on all the enemies, the pot's ready for you when you get there. You got plenty of time to get the candy too if you need it. Got the damage boost.
Yeah, minor damage in this level does not make a big difference just because you do have that lollipop right there. And I think that's one of the hardest parts of the game where Link just went through that double toaster room.
That is a really bad one.
I still can't figure that one out.
I have a pattern, but last race I didn't get on the ladder at the right moment and it threw all my timing off.
Yeah, because the toasters I don't think they fire based on when they spawn. At least it doesn't seem like that, because otherwise that room would be the same every single time. But it seemed like it's always different for me. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I mean it could be on the global timer. Who knows?
I know that the things like the bubble and the elevators and the pot lids are on a global timer. The electricity things are based on spawning. Those fire things are on the global timer too.
Yeah, and they're real annoying until you figure them out.
Yeah, well, if you don't get it perfect here, it's easy to get screwed. And then once you take damage here, you know that you're gonna miss the first cycle of the pot lid.
Link is on the patio courtyard. That way that Joshy D just got through that spot is pretty amazing. Toast down
Yeah,
your back.
just like slow down and just smack the toast out of the way.
Yeah, the room he's in right now, the very first part of it and the very last part of it are definitely two parts of this game I don't like. They're hard.
Yeah, that I've gotten it pretty consistent that first part, but yeah, in the race that I just did, I actually took damage there. Normally I can get through without stopping. It just, you kind of have to jump and delay your first swing with the spoon, but you can kill both hot dogs with one shot, and then the toaster doesn't even get a chance to fire if you do it properly, but it's a little tricky. So easy to take damage there.
Link skipped the lollipop, but he's got 3 hearts. I just feel like I always see people hurt from the Wily Walk fight having to grab that. I know I'm one of those people.
Yeah, that thing can it's just a terrible boss. I mean, luckily it happens so early in the run, so if you're going for a good time, you know, you can reset it. It doesn't really set you that far back. But I mean, if you do everything perfect, it's garbage. Like you're at 6 minutes into your run, you did everything perfect, and like, oh, the shrimp just fall on your head 3 times and you die, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Josh had a pretty quick kill there. He got hit once. Wily Walk.
Yeah, getting out of there with 3 hearts is really good.
Yeah. And Link is up against Patio Burger. He jumps over the bun. Does the bun hop.
Yeah, he was doing the pro strats with doing the damage iframes.
So in order to do that without having to get out of there, you have to hit him on his way over and his way back. I usually hit him on his way back, but not like his first jump or her jump. Patio Burger, the burger's jump.
Well, yeah, I mean it's tricky to hit it both times. There's not a real big window, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, with a name like Pat, you know, you don't know if it's a guy or a girl, right?
Yeah.
To mention old Saturday Night Live skits that that maybe somebody will remember the reference to. You get the reference.
Oh yeah, I do.
They actually made a movie out of that.
They did.
If you can
I've
believe
never
that.
seen it.
No, I don't think anybody saw it.
There's a good handful of SNL films I never saw.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think Wayne's World is one of the better comedies ever.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of out there Saturday Night Live ones. Kind of like The Ladies Man. That one's pretty obscure.
Yeah, that one's kind of fun. I've never
It's
seen,
a good movie.
never seen Superstar.
Yeah, I never saw that. I wasn't a Molly Shannon fan. But I guess we should talk about this game.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. It's easy for me to get sidetracked.
Me too.
I like talking about pop culture.
Or people named Pat,
Exactly.
which is related to this game. See, Joshy D is on his way to Patio Burger. We just had to decide on the Pat thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just leading into that.
It's gonna take a
Pat's a
lot of.
girl.
That's what Bozzy Keck says. I mean,
Um,
Pat is played by a girl.
Yes, I know that.
Joshy D's
I
got
wonder-
his wizard hat on.
Yeah, neither runner are wearing a chef's hat.
That should have been mandatory. The commissioners should have made us all like throw in on a fund, and they could have mailed us, each one of us, a chef's hat with our name on it.
Yeah, I bet there'd be easy to print out a little paper cutout pattern.
Although
Maybe I should do that for the championship race.
Larry doesn't show his face. He's a mystery man. BGT.
Yep. those guys are anti-camera. I was the same way for a while, but that's just because I didn't have a camera.
You got converted by economics.
I'm not shy. Yeah. I'm not shy. It's just I was like, well, all these other streamers have cameras. People, it's fun to see somebody's reaction when something happens in a game, you know.
So Joshy D takes out Patio Burger with 1 heart, and Link takes a death from the sexy ice cream cone. The drag cream.
The drag cream, yes.
That's yours. That's your thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I said that or Coach Crab did, but I like to try to perpetuate it because I think it's funny. Got him the second time.
Yep.
He's clearly not happy about it, but he's doing okay. He's got a solid run going.
Joshy D just hoping for that slots pay off on some life.
Yeah, either an extra life or a well, he got an extra life there online too.
There you go.
So it's almost like you can stop playing at that point because if you did just want a life refill, you can just take a death and use it that way. But yeah, he's looking a lot better than he did last run.
Forced fork again.
Yeah, I still have not been able to avoid that. I hear that it can be done, but I don't know how.
There's this tiny hop he does, but I don't know how quick you have to tap the button. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, it feels like it's 1 frame or something. There's this tiny jump he does, and that's what you have to do to get underneath there.
See, I got close to it, but it seemed like you almost like jump as you fall off the edge of the...
Yeah, it's like last pixel and the smallest jump ever.
It's almost like you fall off the edge and then have to do the pixel perfect jump off of the spikes. But again, I don't know. I've never done it.
I forgot about that. That's a BGT strat, right?
He did it once in a race. I don't think anybody else has.
Yeah.
But yes, it can be done.
Link with a minor setback here.
And I don't think Josh was going for the pixel perfect jump there. It does fall on the spikes. Ouch. Yep, that's probably the hardest jump in the game.
Yeah.
Either that or those short jumps to like grab the plate in the freezer level.
That is a hard jump too. This game's got all the hard jumps.
Well, because it's interesting because the sprite is almost like where he falls off the cliff is. I use the back of his hat as a way to identify it, to line things up, because it seems like that's pretty consistent with where if the back of his hat goes off the edge, he's gonna fall.
All right. Yeah. I look at his. Yeah. I guess you can't just watch his feet. I don't know really how I feel it out. I think I just played the game too much.
Yeah, it's a tricky jump, you know. It's like those big jumps in Zelda 2. Those are hard. You got to get them spot ons. So Link enters the Odove room at about 16:20, and the cutscene for Odove is right around, I think it's like 39 seconds. I tried to count it earlier, and it's something like that. So it looks like if he gets a good kill on Odove, his time will be about 17:15. Actually, probably less than that. 17:10.
We shall see. got that carrot. There we go. That was a game. GG for Link Sevens.
Yep, nice work by Link.
Official.
And he will.
Official time of 17:16.
Very nice, and that will bring him into 2-1, and brings Joshy D down to 0-3. Choke Me, I Like It 1-2. So myself and Link will advance to the winners bracket, and Choke Me, I Like It, and Joshy D are going to go down to the losers bracket.
Joshy taking a death from Sexy Ice Cream Cone. Frozen Fritta. Let's see if Link joins us here. And Joshy D's got the kill on stage 5.
I think he's gonna do it this time. I hope he doesn't give up. And I've just never seen him look like he's in so much pain playing a video game before.
Yeah, I'm just watching my frame, so I was not seeing their faces through the whole thing.
He's such a usually such a laid-back, jovial streamer, but I've never seen him being so physically upset. Well, other than when he played Echo the Dolphin, about an hour in, that was brutal. But that was the intention of that. Coach asking in chat, when do you type .done? You type it when the pan starts shaking. Basically,
when you lose control.
Yeah. It's the same as the way you would do a speed run, but basically hitting .done and ending your splits should be the same point. We just have a separate starting point in this game because of just because you have to line it up with somebody else, so you need to agree on that. But the ending is going to be the same. So, Coach, what I do is, well, in this game, you have a lot of time because you get to the cutscene where Hodov says some things, and my game is still running, and you just click on the box, and then as soon as it happens, I hit enter and 0 at the same time, so that will enter the done and stop my splits. But the .done is more important just because your splits, you have that recorded, you can go back and, like, anytime you submit a run or anything like that, you should go back and look at it anyways, just because the timer doesn't start exact and you want to get as close to an accurate time as possible. Josh is looking a lot better.
Yeah.
Looks like he learned a little bit.
Pesky pumpkins. Oh, we got Link here?
Yeah.
How's it going? Those pesky pumpkins.
It's going well. I avoided a race off, so I'm good.
Yeah, nice work, Link. Solid time. Seems like you've been putting up consistent times throughout the tournament, right around that 17-minute mark, all 3 races, I believe.
Yeah, it should have been, probably right in there with average for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see the race off, but yeah, it was. I would say it was unlikely that was going to happen.
I kind of learned the game really in July, and then I haven't touched it that much since because I've been so busy. There's so many other Big 20 games, and
yeah,
especially with some of the noise on Discord about some of our our group and their struggles with this game, I wasn't super worried about it.
Yeah, that understandable. It is the game is definitely facing a lot of animosity, and all the players who have decent times, it's not a mystery or anything. You kind of know who's gonna do okay and who's not going to.
Yeah, the people that have posted their PBs in the Discord, and you've seen them practice and stuff.
Joshy D is up against Odove. Hey,
It does seem to be a better run.
definitely is. He's got a,
He said in his chat that he had to go be angry in between races. So.
yeah, I definitely thought maybe he was taking some air.
Yeah.
Spraying sweetgrass hydrosol around. That's one of the things that he does.
Well, the balloon's gonna reinflate on him, and it's gonna make him angry again. Oh, one more try before game over.
See, I thought he beat it. He beat Odove last night, I believe, on his first try. But he'd never even seen the boss before and was able to knock him down.
I had a similar experience like that, and he's offline.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to play this game anymore.
That's the rage quit.
Yeah, I don't know if you were watching earlier, Link, but he went over and over again in that last level. 10 minutes of just a failure.
Yeah, I didn't see if he got the extra life this time. I told him in the SRL room about the extra life.
Oh yeah, I've never found that one. Never really tried.
Which one?
There's an extra life in the second to last room. When you walk in that door, there's a waterfall and there's a pumpkin that's guarding a piece of candy. But
Yeah.
if you jump above the screen right there, there's a 1-up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's where it is.
Yeah.
Somebody was trying to tell me about it, but they couldn't quite tell me about it at the time.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was one, like, I didn't get it in my run because I had like 4 or 5 lives going in there, but I found it in my blind playthrough. And that was, if you're struggling at the end, that's a good one to get.
Well, Link, it looks like you are going to move on and will be facing Coach Crab.
That will be a butt kicking, for sure.
You think so? I mean, he's not that good, is he?
He's put more time into it than I have.
Yeah, this is his
he's
big one, not his big
getting,
20,
what,
so.
15, 16, and I'm consistently getting like 16, 17, so... I mean, you never know, you could take a bad death or something somewhere. But I am happy that I've made winner's bracket, so there's no risk of getting flushed.
Yeah, that's all 3 tournaments winner bracket for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the odds are. We should kind of keep career statistics for this thing.
Yeah.
That sounds like the sort of thing Angry Larry would do, like the sports statistics.
Oh, that would just be interesting to look at, to see a compilation of how many wins and losses you've had over the entire tournament.